Imagine a world where Babe Ruth, the colossus of baseball, never dons the pinstripes of the New York Yankees. Imagine the Bambino, the Sultan of Swat, staying loyal to the Boston Red Sox, swinging his bat in Fenway Park's hallowed grounds for his entire career. What if the most infamous trade in sports history, the deal that cursed Boston for 86 years, never happened?
Could one man's loyalty rewrite the destiny of a franchise, a city, even the entire sport of baseball? The stakes are monumental, the possibilities electrifying. Stick around, because this alternate universe will shatter everything you thought you knew about America's pastime. Let's step back to the real world, 1919. Babe Ruth is a 24-year-old phenom for the Boston Red Sox, a towering figure who's already a pitching ace and a hitting prodigy. In 1918, he led Boston to a World Series title, their third in 4 years, cementing the Red Sox as baseball's golden team. Ruth's bat is a thunderbolt, his charisma a magnet for fans. He's smashing home runs at a rate no one's ever seen, 29 in 1919 alone, a record at the time. But off the field, trouble brews. Red Sox owner Harry Frazee is drowning in debt, and rumors swirl that he is signing a deal to sell his star player to the New York Yankees for cash to fund his Broadway ventures. What was at stake? For Boston, it was their claim as baseball's supreme dynasty. For Ruth, it was his chance to become the sport's undisputed king. For fans, it was the soul of a game on the cusp of transformation. In reality, Frazee sold Ruth to the Yankees in January 1920 for $100,000, a move that birthed the curse of the Bambino and haunted Boston until 2004. But what if Frazee had said no? What if Babe Ruth stayed in Boston swinging for the Green Monster instead of Yankee Stadium? Hold on tight. This alternate history is about to rewrite baseball's legacy. In this what-if universe, it's 1920, and Babe Ruth remains a Red Sox. Fenway Park becomes his kingdom, and the ripple effects are seismic. With Ruth anchoring the lineup, Boston's roster stays intact. No fire sales, no crumbling morale. His bat is a wrecking ball, launching home runs at a pace that dwarfs his real-world records. In 1920, instead of hitting 54 homers for the Yankees, Ruth smashes 60 for Boston, electrifying fans and redefining what's possible in baseball. The Red Sox, already a powerhouse, become unstoppable. By 1921, they're back in the World Series with Ruth's dual-threat brilliance, pitching shutouts and crushing homers, overwhelming opponents like the Giants. The Yankees, meanwhile, are a shadow of their real-world dynasty. Without Ruth, they're a middling team, scraping for relevance in New York's crowded sports scene. Lou Gehrig still emerges, but without Ruth's star power, he's a lone warrior, unable to carry the Yankees to glory. Across the league, teams scramble to counter Boston's dominance. Owners pour money into scouting power hitters, desperate to find their own Ruth. The home run becomes baseball's obsession a decade earlier, transforming the sport from a game of bunts and steals into a slugfest of raw power. But the impact goes deeper. Ruth's loyalty galvanizes Boston's fans, turning Fenway into a fortress of devotion. The city, known for its grit, rallies behind their hero, and the Red Sox become a cultural juggernaut. Rivalries intensify, especially with the Yankees, who are humiliated by Boston's supremacy. By 1925, Ruth's stats are otherworldly: over 400 career home runs, multiple MVP awards, and a string of championships. Yet, a storm looms. Ruth's larger-than-life personality, his drinking, his bravado, clashes with Boston's conservative management. Can the Red Sox harness their wild stallion, or will his fire burn too bright? The answer lies in one fateful season. It's October 1927, the World Series. Boston Red Sox versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ruth, now 32, is at the peak of his powers, chasing a mythical milestone: 70 home runs in a single season. Fenway is a cauldron of noise, every seat filled, every eye on the Bambino. In Game 4, with the series tied 2-2, Ruth steps to the plate in the 9th inning. Boston trails by 2 outs, runners on second and third. The Pirates' pitcher, a young fireballer, hurls a fastball down the middle. Ruth swings, and the crack of the bat is deafening. The ball soars over the green monster, a walk-off grand slam that clinches the game and sends Boston into delirium. But the drama doesn't end there. In the regular season, Ruth has already hit 69 homers. Game 7 becomes his shot at